Hey guys, welcome to another episode of TheCookiinCompany Reviews. Today I'm reviewing my custom Batman the Animated Series, Catwoman. So, here's Catwoman from Batman the Animated Series. That's the TV show that aired in the 1990s. I know a lot of us grew up with it, and especially me, it's one of those shows that I really love. You know, you watch it together with that Superman show. Basically, I've always been amazed that they've never actually come out with this figure in 6-inch form yet. I think they might soon, but they haven't, and everyone needs this in their collection, so I had to take it upon myself to make justice to the figure. It was pretty simple custom, actually. What I did is I used a cheetah as the base body figure. Not too many major modifications needed. She already had the little cat ears. But what I did do is that I chopped off most of the ears, because if you have that figure, you know that she has very big round ears. So all I did was chop off the sides, and then I dremeled the inside to make it more concave, to make it look like she can actually hear something. You can see the light shining in there. And I did that on both sides. Then I put some epoxy on her face and sculpted a face mask for her, mostly to cover that widow's peak that the cheek. With her shoulders, what I did was Dremel in the little stripe right there. That little section of the shoulder where the joint goes. I just Dremeled that down so that the paint doesn't chip away nearly as much as before. If you don't Dremel that, usually those figures will, like, once you move the joint up and down, it will completely wipe all the paint away. But this way you save a little more paint. With the belt, I stole this from a Marvel Legends Black Widow figure. It fits perfectly. The only thing is that putting it back on the cheetah figure, her hips are way too wide for this, and I can't get them around her arms, so I did have to splice it in the back to slice it open and then glue it back together. But I did not glue it to the body. You can see there. And just to let you see, you can see the little split right there almost. But you can't really notice it when you're displaying your figures. So what I did to get the symbol off the front is I took a little bit of nail polish remover and you just wipe it quickly. You know, not too long, because you don't want to ruin the piece. It does have a little gloss varnish on there. So you just wipe it off a little bit and it comes right off. Then I took my trusty tooth flosser thingy. Dipped it in some paint and flossed in between the little circles to make the black. Very easy. You gotta be creative. Next, I stole this whip from a Side Girl figure. The outfit, I guess, because you buy those separately from the figures. So the Catwoman Side Girl outfit came with this whip, and I might replace it later, but for now, this is the best I could do. Not really into whip making business. Turn her on the back. You will notice that she does have a sexy butt. Yeah. But no tail. The cheetah figure comes with a tail. So you just cut it off and fill it with some epoxy and buff it to smooth. You'll probably see the circle there if you look closely. But again, not noticeable when you're displaying your figures and posing them and playing. Really not an issue. And that's about it. No other major modifications to her other than the paint job, which was really easy. She's a nice, smooth figure. These are my favorite type of figures. You just base it black, and then I took some gray and just dry brushed it on her body. And you can see you can see the shadow where the base black is still showing through the gray. It gives her a nice cleavage, the little midriff, little 2 abs there. Her neck, on her legs, you can see that's the look you want. If you want the more realistic look, you dry brush it and you let some of the black show through, and you can really get those nice shadows coming out. Just a tip for other customizers. Oh, and I also did paint black inside her little ears. You know, if you didn't notice before, but yeah, there's black in there to differentiate it a little bit. And then for her black parts that I left black, I just did a little thin coat of Ard Coat of the gloss varnish clear. Makes it have that nice shiny leather look that she should have if she was a real person wearing real spandex or whatever it is. That part would be the leather part. her mask, her arms, and her legs. Alright guys, and for the articulation, she has a 360 head swivel, has up and down motion. It also has the shoulder goes up and down and full range of motion there, and she has the upper arm swivel right there. Elbow goes in and out, all the way in, all the way out. I don't know why anyone would want that. Hand swivels 360. Fingers weirdly bend. And over here she has a ab crunch, and her waist moves 360. Her legs go in and out, up and down. And has a lower thigh swivel. Some knees goes in and out with single jointed. And her ankle is also single jointed up and down. Thanks guys.